Okay, welcome back to the last part of this tutorial. So for the update is more demanding because of the update you're doing two things. You have to select the information you want to update, fill it back in the form, let the person edit it now before you send. Yeah, that's how complicated update is. So let's get going, or else we'll not finish. Okay, so for the update, I'll start by I find this a little bit too long and not very interesting. So I'll start by oh, lots of things to be done here. I would like to add some icons there because here some people speak English, some people speak French. So you should build a form that will work with everyone. So for that, let me come here. I don't know, graphics tutorial. I want font awesome, font awesome. Anyway, let me search for font awesome on another link here. Font awesome, font awesome. Okay, font awesome is here. Great. I use them a lot too. They do so much variety. So you see, you have different fonts that come for whatsoever thing you're trying to build. So I'll come here, that's in our table. So by the way, font awesome, where do we keep our head again? Head. Okay, now head here, we come and add an extra library. You see, ever since we started, we've not written one line of CSS, but that does not mean that you should be able to proceed without CSS. You should be able to know some CSS. So the moment I save that, I come to index. I'm having font awesome here. So if I should go to the table, so instead of having delete here, all I need to do is I'll do I class fa edit, and then here I refresh. Good. You see the icon? Oh, we're having two of them. Did I do that twice? I did not do that twice. Why is it coming two times? Anyway, let me see. The moment I align my code properly as such, I should be able to know what's going on. I now see what's going on. The thing is, I did not close this properly. Yeah. So great, and this is going to work just as such. So I cut this and I paste it here, and then I come here where we have delete, and I simply put the icon. I could make it bigger by doing FA2X, and let me just use the same thing here rather than okay, FA2X, and great. That's just too big. So I take that out. I come here, I take this out too, and we have that for delete. Oh no, edit. That's for edit button, right? Usually I will advise anyone to take the delete button far away from the edit, especially if your button oh no, delete is not delete, it's trash. And usually anyhow it has some color, because you might fall into the trap of wanting to edit something and boom, you've deleted it. And what if your delete was automatic too, wherein you can't go back? You've lost the data, so I'll just say delete id. So that's the id to be deleted, and I'll come here, do trash, and here we go. So you see, here we're trying to delete, here we're trying to, oh no, we just did delete just now. Oh my god. So anyhow, if I want to do this, I'll leave it like this, and I'll rapidly come to my index here and change u to delete id, and then I create another one for user id, and user id. So when I get the user ID here, my objective is to select I want to select everything, all the information of this user, where user ID equals to this user ID. Here I'm just selecting. So when I finish selecting, I don't want to refresh the page first, but I want to see. Let me read. When you read information, if fetch, not fetch associated. So I'll copy this function and I take here. If you were successful, you should be able to give me the associated information to this particular user. So here I'll call it variable dump user. Yeah, so if I get this user, I should be able to get the ID. I put it in this select, so I'm selecting all the information from database where the user ID equals to this ID, and I pick that ID and I get command, and this SQL statement I send it to, I assign it to this variable, and then this variable is run by this statement. This is the same statement we had in our database. So right, yeah, so this runs and is true, and then you get the result here. Or we can do a search, we must not run in here. So the moment you run, your value will still be true. Yeah, let's come back some. So now you are going to be the user is going to be everything that we find here. Fetch you, let me just keep you aside here. I would like to see what our user has become. Cool, let's do that and see. So we've done a few changes. Oh, unexpected variable dump. Oh yeah, we must always end with you and must always end with semicolon, always. So now refresh, great. So here user ID is no longer going to delete, so let's create some guy to delete again. Okay, so we add this user. Oh, it says error insert blah 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 blah. Out of range. Oh, okay, user number. You see, number was too long, longer than what was expected. So an easy fix for me here is to rapidly run here to structure, come to number here, change. Wait, was that for number? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, number. We had 11. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, but here we're having 11 characters. I don't know why it's asking us to do that. We'll rapidly come here and remove a few of those characters. Besides, if we put 6, 7, 5, 7, 3, 1, 6, 7, we'll have that. Cool. It goes from here's the delete guy. So we'll click here. It will definitely delete the guy. Remember, we've changed a few commands. We'll come and click here to on edit. So I'll click on edit. What happens? It's giving us the structure of our database here, which is not really what we want. We want to get the user. So one row has been affected by that, by the way. You see, it has its 5 columns. So if I should come here and say, can I get the user? You should be called result, by the way, result. Yeah. So if I come here and say, can I get the user, and I refresh, cool, it tells me the user is this delete guy, so I'm able to pick out this guy. When I pick out this guy, I should be able to send him to a certain form, wherein I will be able to edit his information. So I'll rapidly come back down here to, where is the form? Our forms are found here. It's going to be a tough one. So I'll come here. I will not require, but I will include. I include here, and I put this, and I add a certain variable called edit equals to true. Let's see what edit will be used for. So I'll still leave that, and then when I come here and refresh, I have this information here which I need to fill into this table. Great. So it's called user. So I'll simply come here and I cut I save, and then I come to my form. How do I delete that form? Okay, form. Good. I come to form, and I think that my form has an issue. My form has an issue because home page. Great. My form has a small issue. And what's this issue? Let me just keep this information. I'll take it away. My form can send information, but my form does not have the possibility of taking in information. So I have to copy it, and then let me give it a name, form 1. No, form 1. And then I create another form and call it form edit.php. Is that how these things work out? I can't remember where these things were. Anyway, form edit. Let me just call it like that. Was it an include? I don't care. Okay, so I'll call it form 2. Okay, so when I come back to my index page here, no, not my index page. When I come back to my home page here and I see my forms here, what am I going to do? I'm going to say if edit is true, means if edit is set and edit is true, if it's set and is true, I should be able to load edit form. I should be able to load edit form edit. I did not put include there. So let's see if it works. So you can see form 2. Right, there's no button here to even go back to the home page. Anyway, if I go back like this on the home page, you see home page here should be, it says undefined variable user online 21. So it does not know these guys. So for we to run these guys, come and say if is set user. So if the user is set, then we should be able to run the user. So you see form 1, we'll come here and we're trying to edit. We see form 2, so I think we're on the right track. So we've created 2 different forms here. One to fill in information, one to edit information. So with that said, let's go ahead and do our editing on form edit. So on form edit, we want to fill in information. We want to fill this information in here. So the name here is username. You can see a username. So the thing what we're going to do is on name here, we'll come here, we'll create value equal to, and come here and I do PHP and I do echo user. I'm doing this because it's an array, it's not an object. Good, you see that guy's delete is in here. So let's do the same for number and email. This is email, so we do this for user email. After we do this for number, after I'll do this for location is different. Location, instead of value comes in here. Yeah, location, and then we don't call it value. You just leave it in there. Good. So they did not have an email. So you see all the information has come back. So instead of deleting this guy, we can edit this guy to someone we wanted, right? So and then let his form now here is no longer send info, but now it's update info. Update info. Great. So that's what we're having instead. And then it still sends to the same location, so there's no need to leave form 2 there. neither they need to leave from 1 here. So we just come back to index and we say if we click on edit after filling this information, let's say on refresh, and here we say it was not deleted, it was Damien as name, then damian@mail.com, and that number I say is number, and then he was living in I don't know, south is bed, no, south is Eboluwa, and at least I know Betwa has Garu Abulai, I don't know how to spell that too, Garu Abulai, something like that. So what do I want to do? I wonder when I send that information, who was doing insert? Okay, this guy was doing insert, so it's not going to be very different. So instead of insert, we now have update info. Update info is going to catch everything the same way, but now this is where the difference will be. So rapidly come back to our W3 schools tutorial. Where we have update data, so I can copy the syntax. The more you do use the syntax, the more you easily get used to it. But now the thing too is, if you start using some other library or some other framework, doing these basic operations will not become very easy for you. Like you can see, most of the times I have to rush back to my I keep rushing back to some other tutorial I had done to pick up some of the code there, because I don't build from scratch as such. I usually use some library. By the way, I use CodeIgniter to do most of that fast. So I want to see for update. Update, what did I do last time? Update. Oh, it seems like I did not build the functionality of update in the other tutorial I did. So we have to go from scratch, and should we have any issues, we have to sort them out. Yeah, which is a good way to learn too. So okay, so for our update, this was users table, by the way, users table. So because I know last time here we start with single quotes, and end with double quotes. So single quotes, single quote. So update that table, set, we have last name, or we have user name equal to double single, and we have name double single. After username we have user, there's a comma, user number, and here we have number. After is email, here we have user email. After we have user location, we have location, email, number, name, then where, ID with double single. Okay, I hope we're on track. We'll test it shortly. Double single. This thing is so stressful. Double single. Okay. Oh, I think there's an issue. If we are not having this in its right color, it means something's going on wrong. But let's try to sort that out. Double single. Let me really see if I did this last time. Update. Okay, I really did not do it, so we have to work it out. So I come back here to SQL, and then I do the variable dump of SQL, and then here I return I want to stop here. I want to see the type of values I've been sent in. Oh, by the way, here I have to do double, single, and that I have to send in the ID. Oh, by the way, we did not collect that ID. I have to go and collect it very fast. So here, ID and ID. Now let me explain something. There is no way this form is going to know that is delete that's been edited. Delete this guy that's been edited. There's no way this form can know that. The only way is you have to come and tell the form that, where is the form? I have to come and tell the form somewhere down here that, see, when we're giving us all of this user ID is still available. So I rush down here on the edit form and I tell this form to hold this value. Input name should be equal to ID, and then that value should be equal to user ID. Okay, let's save that and then we'll refresh this and see. So you see ID number 9, yeah. So we're keeping this ID here because we want to tell our system that that's the ID that's supposed to be changed. But now you see, when you're editing any information online, you never get to see the ID like this, because someone can come in and just change ID to some other ID that doesn't belong to them and the rest. But most systems, you have to make sure your controller can catch that error and make sure it's the same ID that you're using. But for us here, the nice way to equally go around is just do hidden. We add this hidden attribute, boom, height. So the user does not really have to care about all the challenging things are happening on the other end. DamianAmil.com, that's a number, and then here Galwabulai, I think that's in Gawa. Kind of, oops. Gawa. Oh, Gawa. Even this first one is Galwabulai. Cool. When I click OK, you see that's ID 9 because I had already done this. I had already sent it in here. So now I want to see if our code is correct. Okay, single quotes out, double quotes in. Okay, our code seems to be okay so far. I hope it does not break. Okay, so once it's okay like this, we want to update our code. So if we send it in here and it updates, what do we want? Wonder if you update, it takes us to our page directly and then tells us updated. And we'll go back to that same page again. Was it here? Where if it's that, we use alert danger, and if it's updated, if it's updated, my keyboard keeps switching. If it's updated, it should no longer be danger but success. And then even you, I don't need you anymore. Take it away. So let's see if it works. If it works, you say green. Ooh, it does not work. So it says update user stable name, blah 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 blah. Use location, blah blah blah, where ID equals 9. You have an error. Check for the manual, blah blah blah. User email. Ooh, user email here. There is. Let me see. What's wrong with our user email? User email was an email provided. Variable dump. Let me see what could be the issue. ID, name, number, ID, name, number, email, location. Yeah, email seems to be correct. Gabulai Gawa. What I think might be the issue is, okay, I don't think we needed commands here to differentiate all of them. Yeah, we are setting them, we have to separate the commas. I think that was the issue. Let's see. Okay, maybe that's not all of the issue. Unknown ID. It's not ID, it's user ID. User ID. So, hey, is it showing? Oh my god, updated. But when you see, when we're copying this code, where is it? When we're copying this code, we forgot to say updated. Yeah, which we'll find here. Remember, the moment you use location, you won't have your data repeating to the database or doing the same thing over and over. So you see, delete has become Damien here. So on that, we have come like to the end of this tutorial. Just one more thing. Let's try to see JavaScript. We've not done anything with JavaScript here. We just want to use JavaScript to make this table interactive. So there's this good old library I've used before called data tables. So if I come Google, rapidly, let's just have a small touch of JavaScript. Data tables, Bootstrap 4. You want to use Bootstrap 4. If you are using Bootstrap 4, let's just use data tables as compatible Bootstrap 4. Remember, in our project we had where was that homepage? In the homepage we had included jQuery 3, Bootstrap 4. So this library equally depends on that. So see what this library does. When you have so much information, it organizes it for you so that you can do this, and you can filter from in alphabetical order and all of that. So, and its code is simple. So it asks you to have jQuery 3.7. We are having 3.5 here, but I don't think that's much of an I don't think that's much of an issue. Well, our only issue is, let's get our libraries in. So I want the CDN version, so I'll click here. This is not the CDN version. Control copy. This is not the CDN version. So to get the CDN version, I do this instead. And this code should come before Bootstrap library. So I come here, I take you down, and I do this, and I paste. So if I save, I can't keep this integrity or stamp here because I'm cross origin anonymous. I don't know if your own source is that protected from cross-site scripting and the rest. Okay. It has not come. It has not come. Okay, let me see. HTML, blah 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 blah. They have their long HTML here. They have their yeah. I haven't done one thing. They have their CSS. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, they also has the CSS we have to include, but there's much more. I don't think that's the only thing I was missing out. So I come up here for head. Okay, CSS found in head. CSS is found in the head. So I come here and I add this head. And I come here and I do boom. I add that CSS there. But yeah, I come to JavaScript. There is this code I was forgetting that. So I come to the foot of my project, and I need to come right below because I need all these libraries to load first before my script. My script loads, and when it loads, please just read some jQuery. In jQuery, it will tell you that you have to do document dot ready. I don't know if that's the thing. Function. Yeah, this is a whole nice way of launching it in jQuery. Then I just show this code here, but then they need I'll just call it table because here they need it works just with tables. So I have to come back here and come to my table and make sure on my table I give it an ID of where's my table. I give it an ID and call it table. Yeah, because you must have seen here I did a where was it again? It was here. I did the hashtag, meaning it's an ID. Okay, let me see if it's working. Oh cool, you see our data table is working. So So we have 7 entries. If you count 6, 7 more, I'm deleting. So the moment I do this, it's going to order from top to bottom. Here, yeah, that's just all you do, and then you see you get incredible functionality as such. Alright, I don't know why these guys are not aligning properly, but I'm not going to force now. Let's try to cross 10 and see our pagination come up. So let's get some names. Let me see. Tunde, I think that should be Nigeria. Tunde, I'll come here. tundeamail.com. We'll pick people random. Okay. Okay, that's it. It's in Lagos, Nigeria. We add Tunde. That's 88. We need 2 more. Wow. Abubakar. I hope I got it right. abubamail.com. Okay, probably Garo. Let me just say Marwa. I don't know. I'm thinking of the player by the way. Kusewi Alisa. Heard of that town there? Even Mokolo. Okay, Amina. Yeah, let's end with Amina. Amina will be number 10. AminaAmail.com. Okay, let's say she's in Mokolo. Yeah, the second Mokolo. But let's get the last one. zazuamail.com. Okay. User number. Number was too much. There's a way you can catch this. You can limit the number of characters that are here. Just go to Google and type how to limit the number of characters in HTML. On W3 schools here, you just go to input and look for number. They'll tell you how to limit it. So we stop having this issue. Where were we? We stop having this issue. So telling me cool. So now you see our pagination has come. We now have 11. This is the first 10. First I can go to next, and I see, yeah. So we now have the possibility of doing all of that. So all of that thanks to one line of JavaScript, just one line of it. Just this does it. So it creates a new instance of this data table function, which is in this library. And please observe this order. jQuery comes first because data tables use jQuery, and the bootstrap styling here makes use of the above too. So we end up with this. So thank you to have been part of this project, and then this project too has the possibility of being used on mobile. I can come here on mobile. Ooh, wait, what did I do wrong? Okay, I come on mobile here and I discover that it's not as responsive as I thought. Let me just try to see the phone I'm using. Let me use an iPhone and see. On an iPhone it seems to be okay. Oh, okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. See, the thing is, okay, cool. We've not made this table responsive. You see this table goes across. I mean, the information in this table is far more than this form. This form is not occupying so much space. So for such a thing, this is what you do. You rapidly come back to your code. You go to table data. You look for the div. It's here. So we have to look for the div that is just before table. So we get it in here. So this person handling table. So we have to come in here and say table responsive. Yeah, that way your table now becomes responsive. Cool. You see your table now swings. Yeah, your form is still here, right? So even if we switch phones, now we can switch phones to, let's go to Galaxy 2. So you see we keep having this, and you see this is because you see they're still occupying 50-50 of the space. So if we want to kill that, we simply come here and say on small screens you occupy 12, and on bigger screens you occupy more than what you want. So where is your own here? On small screens occupy 12. So on small screens like this one occupies the entire width. Yeah, so the form occupies the entire width, after which we have our table here. So the same thing, nothing has changed. So we come here and we say Banga, banga mail.com, and then put location, let's say Quenbamenda. And we decide to add that. It's still working. Banga is going to write. Okay, it's number 12 now. I'll write down here. And you can do that over and over. You have your full working phone book, and yeah, you can share this with your friends and whatever. So thank you for being part, and good luck.